Donnie, where are you up to?
I'm in Southern Choice Homes again down here in Darlington, South Carolina, looking at a couple double wides. We're not affiliated with these people in no way, shape, or form. So, you know, if you guys need something, call Southern Choice Homes in Darlington. But I'm not affiliated with them. I'm down here looking for an actual house to put on some land, and I'm going to look at this one. Wonder what color the other side is, Ronnie.
It's going to be just like this on the other side.
You think it's going to be white?
I think so. So we're on the back of the mobile home right now.
I'm
We were looking at they're right here across from the Speedway in Darlington. And on the weekend or during the week, if they're here or whenever, you can come down here and look at them. They've got them set up where you can walk in them with these steps on them. And these are set up right out front. I believe these are the most inexpensive double wides that they have available. They get a little more fancy as you go over that way and a little bigger. We were just in one that's a 4-bedroom. I'm going to guess maybe, Donnie, this is a 3-bedroom because it's a little shorter than this one we were just in. We'll go inside and get the model name, but we figured we'd look at the outside first. It's brand new. They've got it set up here on the lot right as you walk in. And again, I think this is probably about the most inexpensive double wide that they have available, just guessing by looking at it.
Got tempered glass in it.
It's got tempered glass. It's got the little slider on the back. It's got a vinyl siding.
So this is 110 volt out. It is.
I'm going to guess this is a Clayton.
I don't know.
By the stickers on the window. Let's walk around it real quick, Donnie.
You know, some people say they wouldn't buy a Clayton, yada, yada, yada. I have not had no dealings with Clayton. I can't say good or bad about it.
I'll tell you what I think about that. I think Clayton's the biggest manufacturer of mobile homes. So there's more complaints about them because it's a much bigger company, you know.
I don't know. I don't have no...
I think so many people have bought Claytons that anybody that has a problem with their purchase, you're going to see just a lot more of that just because they've sold a lot more of them. So I don't know that they're any worse than other manufacturers. I'll tell you, the front looks good. I didn't expect that. It doesn't look plain. It's got a little more going on. All they've really done is just change the profile of the siding, though.
I think that's just regular vinyl turned up.
Yeah, it's just slightly different.
But it looks good.
So this is number D53. If you were to call them and ask them the price of D53, they could tell you more about it.
How wide that window is.
Yeah, big old window, and probably the master.
We don't play no trickery with the cameras. We ain't using no wide lens.
Yeah, this is just a regular camera. So we're going to go up in it and see what's going on. I'll tell you another thing, Donnie. The front door is upgraded.
Front door is
So that's
upgraded.
not your typical little cheapo mobile home door.
Anybody home? That's different too.
Yeah, we were wrong. This is not a low-end one.
Look at this. Ain't never seen that.
Door stop. Well, that's cool.
But
Clayton built. Yeah, this is going to be actually a little more high-end than the one we were in earlier.
we always start our videos off in a master for some reason.
Yeah.
Let's go in the master.
Check out the master bedroom. The doors are upgraded a little bit.
They still got the vents in the bottom.
Got the vents in the bottom.
They're not high waters.
Mm-hmm.
But this is different. Huh.
They have a kind of the suede texture drywall. They have a higher ceiling, Donnie. We need to start paying more attention to that. That's 9 feet. Donnie's about a little over 6 feet tall. Stand there normal, Donnie. Let's see, how many Donnies can we fit in there? It's going to be 8.5 feet.
Yeah. I can usually touch 8.
Almost 9 feet. Okay, so
That's different.
that's the closet for the master bedroom. Actually, a little smaller than we've been seeing lately. A lot of them that we've seen, it's in the bathroom. But that's cool. All right.
Different too.
Huh.
Yeah.
A little different setup. They must have something hid behind the closet there. That's going to be where the laundry room is, I'll bet.
Probably.
So
That must be Gorilla Glue. I wonder if they got a contract with Gorilla Glue.
it looks like Gorilla Glue, doesn't it?
Yeah. OSB foam.
OSB flooring. Basically, they will come in and trim this out. They don't have it lined up perfectly on the lot. We're a little off. Yeah, so we're a little off the way it's set up on the lot. Whenever they deliver these, they will come in and do all the trim work and everything and make it look like more like a home. You can see the doors are laying right there. They've even got the lock set. This is all the vinyl siding for the sides, screen door. Big old double vanity. That's actually pretty nice. Nice sinks, nice mirrors. And then on the wall, this kind of blows my mind. They have, so this is drywall, gypsum board or whatever they call it. And they have different types. So they have this type that has this texture on it. Looks pretty cool. They have just regular drywall they use sometimes. And sometimes you'll see it in the closets.
They're all 3/8 thick.
Yeah, it's all the same stuff, you know. Like this is also the same stuff. It just has a different texture on it. So it looks like tile, but it's not tile.
I like how
it looks great though. Really, it looks pretty good.
I like how the strip has it on there too.
Donnie's in love. Mm-hmm. This is nice. Look at him. He's like, I could see me renting this. Now you would not want to rent this.
Yeah, I would not buy a new one to rent out.
They would tear the crap out of it. But there's just a wall running down that side of the bathroom. If you've seen some of our other videos, this is set up completely different. Garden tub, that's crazy. I have never seen that in them either. So it's just a big one-piece garden tub with shower. A lot of times they'll have the surround for the shower, but it's not one big piece. Like, I don't even know how they got that in here.
They didn't have the walls in it when they put it in there.
Think of replacing that. Yeah. That wouldn't come out.
Yeah, that would have a problem.
There's not enough room to pull this out of it. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, you'd never get it through that doorway. They built that in.
Look how close that doorway is to my shoulder.
Yeah.
And then let me get in this bathtub.
Oh, here we go. We wanted to see if it would support you anyway.
Look how close. I mean, look how much more room.
It's a huge, huge shower, which is nice. But we're thinking long term, like how would you replace it? You wouldn't. You'd have to cut it up and then good luck getting another one in.
It's been, the back of the commode's full of sawdust and screws.
Okay.
But let's go on through this thing, right? And see what else we got.
I haven't seen a bathroom quite like this. I've seen them much nicer and I've seen them worse. I just haven't seen them quite like that. It's a little different.
This room is huge.
So this is the big living room, and they've been doing that thing where they put the paneling on the side like that. That's pretty nice. I mean, I've seen that in a couple of them. Nice little, just a touch, you know, that makes that wall look like an accent wall or whatever. Here's the kitchen, dominated by a big old island with the electrical even in the island. It's built pretty well. It looks like with 1x4s creating the edges of the island. It's kind of built in. I'm going to guess this is a 3-bedroom looking down the hallway there. Big, nice Samsung refrigerator. Nice dishwasher. Is that also Samsung? Yeah. And
let's see if there are plates down here.
Samsung range. I have seen where they have different appliances that do differ. So if you got one Samsung, it doesn't mean they all are, but this is. And I've noticed too that the range hoods are usually not made by the same people. I think what's going on is there's different regulations on the range hood than there is on the other appliances. So I think they're making their own range hoods.
That could be.
Yeah, so that's probably like a Clayton made range hood. So check out the cabinets. The door has nice hinges on it. It's kind of up at there. Yep. So self-closing hinges, which is just a little nicer than you see.
You normally don't see 3 on
the door. The cabinets are a little thicker than they usually are. We were just looking at some that were really thin. It was a little bit better. This is not marble. It's just like a Formica type laminate.
No crack in it.
Yeah, you're gonna see little fit and finish problems all over the place, even in these kind of upgraded versions. Let's check out the drawer.
This thing's got like a step back there, I guess you would call it.
Mm-hmm.
Look right there underneath the sink run, and you can get to the thing and tell what kind it is and all that good stuff.
I don't know that it's got the model number. We'll find out on the electric panel here in a minute. Cavalier Home Builders, Clayton Homes, Nashville, Tennessee. No, Nashville, North Carolina. Yeah, that's a mistake. That's actually Nashville, Tennessee. See the zip code? North Carolina zip codes are 28. South Carolina zip codes are 29. So I'm gonna guess that should say Nashville, Tennessee. We have we've seen other homes here that were made in Tennessee. So I believe that's a mistake. That's kind of wild. And it's gonna show.
Does it say what size it is?
No. It never says on there. Everybody always tells us to look at that. You don't get a lot of info from that. I'm getting more info. I mean, you do get some info, but I'm getting more info on the electric box lately.
Wonder what that is. Trash compactor?
Yeah, so there is a little, Donnie and I, we're old school. So I don't know what you would put there. The refrigerator's out here. There's like a little,
I think 24 inches.
Area there. What would that be for?
I think 24 inch wide. I mean, somebody's gonna say freezer, but the freezer wouldn't go to.
I've seen this set up in another one that we did. This is basically like a laundry area.
Yeah.
It's also more countertop space for you.
Whole house ventilation, but that said it different. Washer and dryer.
Washer and dryer area here. This is actually an access panel to something. Oh, to the washer and dryer hookups. The washer hookups.
Nowhere.
HVAC unit. This is just standard. It's in all of them now. And they have these Rheem heat pump water heaters, which is kind of strange. Wow. We got to show them the door. What in the world is going on there?
They had drywall on the back of it for some reason.
Why did they do that?
To make it thick enough to get the door handle on.
No, it was already thick enough. So the door is too thick. So I guess it's a normal door. And it's got a piece of drywall added to the back of it, which makes the door much thicker. Why would they do that?
They're adding weight to the door for some reason.
So the end effect is the door is very heavy feeling and thick. And that's different. On a lot of these homes, they have these little metal doors now that they cover these with that are just the thinnest little flimsy little thing. But these are like really stout. I don't know why they did that. All right, but that's what's going on. So let's see if we can get us a model name here. This is the Clayton DeSoto, and it is a 28 by 48. So now we know the Clayton DeSoto. So this is not the low end. This is more of an upgrade for a 3-bedroom. I'd love to find the little cheapo 3-bedroom here on the lot somewhere. I've seen the cheapo 4-bedroom. We did a video on that, and I've seen the cheapo 3-bedroom single wide, but I haven't seen a cheapo 3-bedroom double wide.
Gotta keep looking.
Yeah, so this is the upgraded 3-bedroom. All right, so we'll look at
Let's go in this one.
the kids' bedrooms here. Let's see if Rachel's home. Rachel, you home?
Rachel, you in here? Oh, Rachel ain't here.
Nope, Rachel's not here. Maybe Becky's here, I don't know. This is a little bigger than they usually are because they got a little room to spare, I guess.
Yeah, this one's a 48 though.
24 by 48.
Most of them we've been looking at is 52.
Yeah, but they're squeezing that extra bedroom in so that they just rearrange them. Basically these things are big squares big rectangles that they can fit the stuff wherever they want. Same high ceilings in here with that same interesting texture that they put on the ceilings now.
That closet's huge.
Big old closet.
In comparison to the other one.
And again, with the upgraded doors and, that's a full-size home door. It's not wood though. It's just that same. It's cardboard basically. But if you go to Lowe's, that's how most of the doors are now for stick-built homes too. They're basically they've upgraded this to be more like a stick-built home, even though it's a mobile home. All right, so here's the hall bed. Watch that step there, Donnie. Here's the hall bathroom. It's got a full-size bathtub in it instead of the short one.
And it has an overflow.
Yeah, go show them about that, Donnie. Oh, hell. You got to show them on the sink, too.
This is overflow. Basically, if you get too much water in here, it'll go and bypass your drain and go around it.
Yeah.
So you won't flood the house.
You could turn that water on and it would just keep running because it would run out the overflow.
This here, let me get down here where I can touch it. This here is an overflow. On the bottom, there's a hole in it. So the water will do the same thing. Once the water gets up to here, it'll run through and run around your drain to keep you from flooding the house.
Now, tell them why you're even mentioning that.
99.9% of these things don't have them.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it must be just a way they can save a little bit of money. Most of them do not have an overflow, as weird as that is.
This one might. That's metal.
Is it?
Yeah. That's metal bathtub. Or it might be fiberglass, but it ain't nothing like.
Yeah, it's much nicer than you usually see. It's got the basically the porcelain look on it. Somebody dropped a staple.
Yeah, you step on that on this, it'll make a hole in the floor.
Yeah.
You need to get
We're not here to hurt anything. We're here to just look and show you what these are like. So here's Becky's bedroom. She's not home either.
Becky's not home. Another huge closet.
Yeah, and those closets do go full length. So it's just upgraded in a lot of ways. They're trying to get rid of all the things people complain about. Have you noticed that?
Yep.
People are complaining that they don't like the bathtub. So in the master bath, they got a much nicer bathtub. People are complaining that they don't like the smaller bathtub. So over here, they've got the bigger bathtub. People are complaining that it doesn't have overflows, so they put in the overflows.
That might be a standard house bathtub.
Yeah, it looked like a standard tub to me.
That could be a 60-inch.
Another thing that they have improved on these over the years is the windows are much better.
Yes.
I mean, it's night and day.
You can open these windows. Unlock them open, pull these two little tabs here, and this window will lean in.
So they're just, the more modern swing out windows, much more energy efficient. The mobile home windows in older mobile homes are the weak spot of the whole freaking thing, but these are much better.
Now the next weak spot of the mobile home,
The electrical.
you can just put those boxes anywhere. They got two little tabs that swing out and just hold them in place on the drywall anywhere you want them. Where traditionally, you have to have them up against the 2x4 where you can nail them in.
Yeah.
And traditionally, it would have been in the center of that window because you have a jackleg stud there.
So you're thinking that one's actually on a stud?
No, that one's off. It's not
okay.
off. It's not dead center.
Okay.
So, and same thing here. These normally would be over here up against the 2x4.
Yeah.
But now they're just out there in La La Land. And you can tell that because like there's a stud. The stud's gonna be in the middle. It's gonna be somewhere under there.
Mm-hmm.
Another one over there. So.
Well, what do you think, Donnie?
I think it looks pretty good, considering what we're dealing with. It's a nice house. But I still bet you this thing's 150.
Yeah.
160 maybe.
It's going to be $150,000 probably.
But if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll catch you on the next one. Now,
we'll show you what an upgraded double wide used to look like. So if you're interested in that, here's one that we went in that was just it was horrible shape, but you could see how nice it was at one point. We'll put the video up here. Check it out and we'll see you on the next one.